Hello, Robert Carter, District Technology Coach for the Science Academies of New York, here to talk to you about how to create an assessment in eDoctrina. This video I'm going to focus mainly on using test bank questions. I will make a follow-up video that allows you to create your own assessment. So let's go ahead and start with create an awesome assessment. Now it's immediately going to populate with all of the test banks of tests that have been created by various staff members in our district. But for the sake of this video, I'd like to start with create. We're going to do test 1, 2, 3. We'll leave today's date. Let's put 5th grade. Let's make this a district level or a grade level test. The only course I have assigned to me is Science 5, and we'll leave units empty for right now. You could build just a simple answer key so that you can have students take the test on a regular test booklet and do a Scantron answer sheet. I'm going to be focused on mainly building the assessment for deployment straight from eDoctrina. You could also build rubrics, but we're going to, for the sake of this video, we're going to stick with build questions. Oh, missed a subject. Let's put science in there. Now, we're going to use a question bank this time. As I mentioned, we're going to do build your own questions in the immediate future. So, use a question bank. Here's my test 1, 2, 3 subject. Okay, let's go ahead and edit this guy. Now, eDoctrina is going to give you a wealth of options and information that you can assign to your assessment. For the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it short and as focused as I can on just the building of the assessment and editing of possible bank questions. So you're going to go over here to the left-hand side and hit Questions Bank. Now, as you see, the wealth of questions and bank questions that they have for this platform is really, really large. So we're going to go to Science, and let's go to 5th grade. And let's search. Now, you could change by listing the standard or the keywords of what you're looking for. But as I said, for the sake of this video, we're going to try to keep this thing relatively simple. So I'm going to grab and drag them over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I have 10 multiple choice questions here. As you see, I mentioned these are very, there's a wealth of information here. So it's going to be important that when you build something like this, that you filter out some of the other options. Look for specific standards. Of course, you're going to go by your subject and your grade, but pulling them by standards for ease assessment is my suggestion. Now, when you are done, let's go ahead and return to the test, and I want to talk about how you still have editing options even though you're using the test bank. Now, as you see, we've got all these questions already populated. I got 10 multiple choice, and whenever I want to go in, I can edit question details. Oh, we got a block pop-up. We're going to open this guide manually. You could see that I can retype. I can come in here and I can adjust things. Okay, here's my standards. Here's the question. Now, maybe I'm not particularly happy with the way that it's worded. I can change that. You could even edit some of the graphics and pictures that are put into some of the questions. You can see that my answers are down here, A, B, C, and D, and it's just like it. These are basically mini word processors in which you can edit any number of things. We can use pictures of those different versions of rocks. We could take a photo. We can upload photos and video. This test-taking platform has a wealth of options when it comes to building a really interactive assessment. And, as I said, you've got a lot of amazing options in here. You could give them metamorphic rock and put a picture to go with it to give students a visual reference for what they're looking at. Any edits that you make, you can have to go up and hit save or save and close. this brings us back to our test section. As you see, point values can be adjusted as well. As you scroll down, you can start editing some of the options that are inside the test, including a time limit that they can access, passwords. If you're a math teacher, you have options that you can include in the online exam. And there's a variety of things here that you can adjust in this assessment. Spell checking, allow audio, or translating tools. After you are finished, you can hit save, or as mentioned before, save and close. Going back to my testing area, we're going to find that I have to pull it back up again, and let's pull myself. And we could find my test 1, 2, 3 test here that I just created today. Now that I've created my assessment, it's going to be important that I assign it to my students. Now, in order to do that, assign, and I would pull up the class that I have for this particular area. Now, I have to go to a previous year to be able to pull up students that I had in the past. Yours should be in your 2018-2019 folder. So I'm going to assign them to my course and the sections that I want taking the exam. So let's just say this is a Section 3 test. As soon as I am ready, click Assigned. I have to put a test window in with a time, and it automatically pushes out for an hour. And as soon as I am ready, I hit Proceed. That will assign it to my students and allow them to pull it up on their respective computers. In order to look at results and import them into your computer in the future, please refer to some of my subsequent videos. Today's focus was to simply be able to create a test with the test bank, potentially edit some of those questions, look at some of the options that you can add into an assessment, and then assign. As usual, thank you for watching, and if you need anything, please feel free to email me. I hope this video was of some use. Thank you so much, and have a great day.